Hello guys, how are you? I just don't want to show you my nail because it looks gross. But what I'm going to do today is I thought of explaining some techniques I use to change chords quickly. Probably most of you already know this, but I think it's very important if you play open chords to take advantage of fingers that are already placed on the fretboard. For example, if I change from G like this position, if you can see, G to E, you see I don't remove this finger. I use it as a pivot. And this is important because you keep the sound of that string. I can't strum very well, sorry. This string will keep playing, and you can use that technique with all positions. Let's move, for example, E minor, G major. Whether you do G major like this or like this doesn't matter. You see my index simply moves here a little bit, but so particularly when you record, you can use this technique to avoid losing sound. Look, if I do this and move all the fingers, I know, I don't know why, but standard position for E minor is this, but that's advantageous only if you go from E minor to B7 like this, because you keep this finger in the same position. But if you go from, for example, E minor to G, E minor to C, you see this finger, I don't remove it from there. And same here, these two fingers stay in the same position. Maybe you just slide them a little bit inside the fret. So it's either using one finger as pivot, like in the case of going from G to E minor, or sliding one, for example, D to E. You see what I'm doing with my index? I'm just moving it like that. And that's, I think it's important because it allows you to be faster, and the sound from the in this case the G string will remain, will keep ringing. There are many possibilities. Also look at this, E minor, B minor, and I don't remove that. It's important. This is a first tip. So you can find C, F, C, F. You see that the ring finger here is always in the same position. Okay, these are, try to also find other chords that have fingers in common. For example, okay, there's the usual sliding from here to here. There are possibilities, various possibilities. For example, F, E minor, D minor, F, D minor, F, D minor. You see, I keep the middle finger here and I don't remove it. This is something that is important. Also, you see, what is this? D minor, G, D minor, G. Also D minor, G minor, because this is a G minor. I don't know if the guitar is properly tuned, but G minor, you can also do it this way. And you see? So if there's a finger, you can keep in the same position, or you can slide, take advantage of that. That's the first thing I wanted to tell you today. And another thing I noticed, many people press a lot on the barré. The barré hurts because, you know, it's But we can, first of all, try to keep probably this position will be better. Keep your index finger as close as possible to the fret here. And when you play, for example, this chord, this is a minor chord, you don't need to press the whole string and the whole fret, all the strings here. You just need to make sure that this and this, the last one, sound well. You can the finger can be slightly bent. You see, the sound is alright, but if I play only these two need actually to sound, because we have these three here. So particularly if you play a lot, if you play whole songs, if you play live, if you play concerts, and if you play for a long time, it's important not to press too much. I also told you how important it is to keep your fingers very close to the fretboard and not going, for example, you change from this chord to this one, well, you just go like that. It's pointless to remove the whole hand and go here. But that's obvious, I think, but sometimes some people forget. So to recap, use a finger if you can, slide it, for example, F to E minor. It's advantageous if you go from F to E minor all the time, or E major. But then if you go F, E minor, G, then it's probably more advantageous to have to have these two fingers as E minor. All right, so there are different possibilities. A chord E minor could be played as this, as this, as this, but you should choose it according to what comes next or what was before. If it's a C, then this is the the best position. Let's say the most convenient one. But if then there is B7th, then this is the most convenient position. Or if then there's an F, this is the most convenient position, or A minor here. It all depends on what you... So learning to play a chord with different positions also help you to choose which one to use according to the chord that comes next. You see, I'm changing many chords, but I'm not actually removing all the fingers from the fretboard. I'm just removing the ones that I need to, because they go to a different position. But the ones that they stay there or you can slide, take advantage of those. Okay, so I hope I've been clear. I hope this helps, particularly musicians who use a lot of open chords, and try practicing also, from barré to open chord, because it's possible. Also here, you hear and do this. Also from here to here. Also sometimes from here to here, because you want the 7th here. So that's another possibility. There are many possibilities. You can exploit fingers that are already on the fret, rather than removing the whole. I saw some guitarists doing this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. It takes time, and you will hear, particularly if you record, you will hear a blank space between a passage from one chord to another, which is not really what you want when you record. You want something that is as clean, as smooth as possible, the transition between one chord and another. And these little tips might help you. Okay, so take care. Say, I can say, I don't know, thumbs up, thumbs up. Anyway, yes, I can play a little bit, but I can't use the thumb, which is important in the classical guitar, and also holding a pick. I can't, you know, but that's another story. Anyway, take care. Hope this lesson, these tips are useful, particularly if you play rhythm guitar, and, you know, see you next time. Bye-bye.